whole point. Yoga is not about the physical. It's not about the mental. It's not about that at all. It's about you becoming enlightened. You suddenly wake up to who you really are. Okay? You can't be prompted by anything. All right, so now let's go into another pranayama. Let's go into another breath. And this breath will change. This again will change you. So now you've got a smile and you're feeling now like a fragrance of, the sun's come up. Things are not so bad. I'm still alive. Wow, okay? That's very important. Okay, so this is called 5 breaths. Very, very simple. And 5 breaths is, again, a considered breath. It's very simple. It's not bang, bang, bang. It's not hard. It's not getting you into action. It's not doing all of that. It's getting you into the subtle. Why don't I go into fast yoga? Why? Because when you do that, what you're doing is you're pushing away all those voices very quickly, but they come back again faster. This way, which is the way of the Buddha, this way of the great saints, this way you start to understand the subtleties that are behind the voices that are controlling you. Okay? You get that, then you can go into active stuff, but get the subtleties first. Start to use intelligence. I don't mean being clever, intelligence. Okay, that's what you're born with. Cool. So you don't need to study this, you just need to understand it, to know it. It's a knowing, okay? There's no guru except you. So wake up to the one inside of you. Okay, so what we're going to do is 5 breaths. So it's on 5 breaths. All I'm going to do, let me show you how it works. We're going to breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to hold the out breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's without breathing. Then I'm going to breathe in again to repeat the whole thing. And the idea is when you breathe in, you draw life to you. Holding the breath, you hold life within you. Breathing out, you approach life. Holding the out breath, you surrender to life. Because without the breath, we're all history, okay? Doesn't matter about the technology, anything else. So let me show you how that works. Okay, so again, very simple. Sit in any way you're comfortable. If you need to adjust yourself, you want to go to have a pee or something like that. Okay. All right, here we go. So just sit up and keep the backbone straight if you can. I mean, if it's possible, because then it doesn't kind of, because that's an energy pathway, that's a Sushumna Nadi, okay? And if you kind of bend, it kind of changes the energy a little bit. Not too much, but, you know, people make a big deal about that, but it's enough. So keep it upright, but be comfortable, so let the shoulders hang, okay? Take a breath and just let the ribcage fall, okay? Because remember, life is magic, but you're the spell, okay? You're the spell. All right, so we're going to breathe in. So it's for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You hold breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the out breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the out breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it one more time. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the out breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the out breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe normally. Just for a moment, close your eyes. Just feel the beautiful nothingness, the joy with the heart rate. Is finding this equipose with the breath. There's nothing happening. And then notice the parade of thoughts that start to come in. Okay? So that's 5 breaths. 5 breaths is wonderful just to calm you down, to find an equipose between the body and the mind. It'll change the chemistry of the body very subtly. If you're in fear or you're stressed, when you work with 5 breaths, it changes, and you can actually see that. You can read off the biorhythms in the body. It shows itself. So there's a provability, obviously. But just notice how you feel. You can use that anytime. Anytime you get stressed, anytime there's too much information, anytime you get frustrated, just try 5 breaths, wherever you are, and you'll find wherever you are is the place you need to be, so you give up the struggle. Okay, wherever you are is the place you need to be, give up the struggle. All right, so maybe you're like fried out and freaked out, and you say, oh God, I don't know what to do. Okay, so Tibetan 5 breath. Some of you already know this, so let me show you how that works. And it's fabulous. Just for getting rid of the stress that's in the body. It'll temporarily get rid of it, but what it does is it reminds you there's a place behind the stress, an oasis, and that's the place the yogi goes. Look, why do you think it's a practice? Why? You think it's a practice just to go to gymnasium and wear lycra and jump around and go into handstands and twist your body? No, it's a practice for life. It means I'm able to deal with life. I dealt with 2 wars that way. It was the only way I survived. When I came to the West, I saw all these people doing gymnastics. It's nothing to do with that. I got into that as well at one point before I went to the wars. But I just thought it was a worthless price. What you will be able to take with you right through your life is the possibility of you saying, this is the way I want to feel, okay? Nobody can tell me how I'm going to feel. I will dictate it to myself. Nobody can mess with that, okay? It's your security. When you learn that, you can pass it on to everybody else. Okay, so this is Tibetan 5 breath. So it's very simple. I'm just going to sit down to show you, okay? Not sitting cross-legged in full lotus on a mat. I'm not going to do all that sort of stuff. But if you want to do it, you can do it. But it has no great quality. It doesn't give you anything except you can sit there with full lotus. Big deal. Okay, look. Let me show you how that works. You breathe in through the mouth and the nose. And you do this. Now, when I'm here, I go full lungful of air. Then I make fists, okay? And I lock my chin. This is Jan Dharaband. This is a neck lock, okay? So I'm holding the breath in my lungs. And while I'm holding the breath in my lungs for 5 counts, I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now. Wow, it's amazing. While I'm doing that, I'm holding the breath. And that creates a great tension, a rise within myself that is so enormous that when I release all latent tensions, all nervousness, all worry, all the stuff that kind of builds up and builds up and builds up in our society, builds up in the body, builds up in the brain, builds up in the nervous system. And they want you to have all that stuff, don't they? Because they can control you with that. But you can throw all of that off in 2 seconds, okay? Ancient pranayama, fabulous from Tibet. Let me show you how it works again. So we're going to breathe in together. Let's do it together, okay? Okay, here we go. So remember, breathe in through the mouth and the nose together. If you can't do that, just breathe in through whatever you can breathe in. Maybe it's your ears, maybe it's your ass, I don't know. But wherever you breathe in, okay? And then we hold the breath. Okay, you got that? So breathe in, full lung capacity, hold the breath, make fists, and then we're going to pump without breathing for 5 counts. I'm going to count it. You're going to hold it. If you need to release before that, it's okay. But, you know, just try and hold it if you can. Okay, so here we go. Big breath in. Make this, hold the breath, bring the chin down and lock the breath in. And after 5 counts, we'll do this together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just notice. Hey, there's no lockdown with this. Can you feel it? Can you feel a lockdown? No. You just feel, wow. It's good, isn't it? Just allow yourself to feel that. A beautiful equipoise, beautiful release inside. That's love, actually. That's what love is. Love is that which takes us above this world. It's above this world. That's why it raises us up. Okay, we rise in love. You don't fall in love, you rise in love, actually. Okay, good. So now feel that some lovely equipoise, calmness. Very important that you allow yourself calmness. It's important also after exercise, you allow yourself to feel calm. Why are you going to rush from one thing to another? Oh, I don't have any time. Make time. By making time, you're the yogi. If you're not making time, you're a slave, basically, to somebody else. Yogis don't give a shit, okay? They make their own time. We have our own yogi cave wherever we go. All right, let's try that again. Here we go. Big breath in. Hold. Bring the chin down. 5 counts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just feel it. Just notice that. Pay big attention to small things and small attention to big things. That's what's going on in your body. Notice for a few moments, there's no stress. There's no worries. There's nothing except joy. And then all the memories keep coming in. They're like ridiculous actors on the stage. Don't forget me. Don't forget the stress. Don't forget the lockdown. Blah, 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 blah. But actually, underneath it all, there's just peace. Okay? And that's what you got to get. Once you got that, you know. Forever. Nobody can take that from you. Let's just try it one more time, guys, okay? So just relax. Whether you're sitting or standing is perfectly fine. Big breath in, as big as you can. Make this, bring your chin down, hold the breath, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, just notice. Just feel. So good. No words to describe it. And even now, teaching this, I'm sharing it with you. I can't put a word onto it. I can't describe it in any language, actually. Maybe Serbian or Lithuanian. It's beautiful. Okay. Good man. So now you feel everything just calming down. You feel peaceful. That peace beyond all understanding. That's what Christ spoke about. Yeah. All those old ancient yogis. Okay. There's never been a time on the planet without yogis. They didn't wear lycra. Gotta think about lycra. I'm gonna stop talking about it. Anyway, let's now go into just a little movement, okay? So what I do, this is what I do in the morning, I'm just sharing with you what I do, is just to work the body a little bit. So even if I'm sitting, you know, I had some hip operations, and you know, say, oh, you had a hip operation, you're a yogi? Yeah, I had a hip operation because I was an idiot. You know, I used to do backflips into splits and stuff like that. So I fucked up to my hips, and it's very easy to do. You know, when you get into your 50s, you know, be careful. It's going to, you know, have deleterious effects. So be very soft with your body because it's meant to last a lifetime. Okay, and you're meant to be feeling good in it a lifetime. So this is a way to come back to the body. And since I've been, you know, really working with the yoga as I first learned it, the body comes back immediately. Okay, it's wonderful. So we're going to work with the head and then the shoulders, the upper body and the lower body. Just real simple, okay? So I'm going to get you to open up the neck. If you feel anything untoward, like a pain or something like that, the body's saying, stop, okay? If you go beyond that, then you're taking, you're going to give yourself problems. Now, in Yogabeats, I work with spontaneous movement, which I call micro moves. And when I got that basically when I was teaching in the war in Serbia. I was teaching for food because I had nothing to eat. So they saw me, the soldiers, practicing like this. And what I did while I was there, and it was a really scary scenario being there in that environment, was I used to move the body. Before I left England, I used to teach, I was an Ashtanga teacher, and I would teach children. And when I would ask them to hold a posture, they would kind of wriggle. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to try that in private, but I'd never do it in front of a class. When I tried in private, I thought, wow, this feels great. But it was only the war in Serbia that gave me the liberty to try it. So let me show you how that works. So I'm going to work with micro movements. In every move, I'll move a little bit, okay? And that's why Yogabeats is the original fascia yoga, because I came back. And when I came back in 95, end of 95, I got slammed by the yoga authorities. So this is, he's broken 5,000 years of yoga tradition, over his classes, I got all that. But all the body workers, osteopaths and physiotherapists said this is the best thing you can do for your body because it works with fascia. Nobody knew what fascia was in those days. So it's about just adjusting. You allow the body to adjust by itself. You feel it. It's given to you through your feeling. So you'll adjust differently from the way I adjust. I'm going to work with the neck with the movements, okay? So actually, maybe I should just show you like a simple movement which shows how micro movements go. So if I did a twist, for instance, so I take a breath, I'm sitting on a seat and I just turn like this. Now in a normal yoga, twist, you just twist and you get to that point. But for Yogabeats, what we do is this. Now as I'm moving, I'm noticing how my lower back feels in my rib cage. Yeah. And each time I move, it kind of wants to move in a different way. So I explore. It's very lovely. And it has it turns you into more of an artist. You become an artist with your body rather than just, I'm doing the movement, all that sort of ridiculous robotic stuff. So I'm just noticing that, ooh, yeah. Oh, that little bit there, yeah. And release. It's beautiful, okay? And then you do the same, you take a big breath. So and you come right down to that point. And there's like a sweet point. There's a point where the body feels, oh yeah, that's enough. Hold that point and then just move it. And you'll feel, it's like a dance with yourself. You dance with yourself. When you're dancing with a partner, unless you want to lose a partner, you become very sensitive to the partner, okay? And then you work like that. And that helps you, if you've got a relationship with your body, which is dancing like that, it'll give you a relationship with your partner, okay? Same thing, you get sensitive to each other. Beautiful. So let's do that with the neck. With the neck, I'm going to just draw the head in like this. I'm going to line up the 7 cervicals. So I've lined that, okay? Let me show you first, and then we'll try it together. And as I take always a big breath, and as I release the breath, I go into the movement. So it's all the outlet. Don't hold the breath before you go in. Just release it, okay? So draw the head in. Then just breathe out and come back. This is flowers. I feel like when I open up my chest as well, which feels very, very nice. The head is up, and the neck is open. Now, in that position, I'm going to turn around like this just to show you. I allow my head to move. Oh, yeah, it feels so good. Yeah. Wonderful. I'm sorry if I sound like an advert for something not in the yoga market. Sounds so good. Right now on our website. No, it's not. Come forward. Okay. And then you breathe out and you come forward like this. You hang the head. Okay. Now, the weight of the head is opening up the back of the neck. It's real simple. And just there, just gently. Ooh. Yeah. Very gentle. Just feel that lovely movement of releasing the back of the neck. Okay. And breathing as you go. And then you come back. And then we come over to one side. And the head over one side. Now the side of the neck is very vulnerable, okay? It's so very gently. Close your eyes so you can pay attention to it. Just very gently move. So releasing that whole side of the neck. Come back to center. Come over. We'll do it together in a moment. I'm just showing you. Again, just leaving the head over. Now, if you feel anything untoward, don't push into it. Come back off it. And then from there, wherever you feel, only you know, very, very gently. Come back. And you're breathing normally, okay? So let's try that together, guys, okay? Okay, so just a short time. Just draw the chin in, sitting up straight as much as you can. And as you breathe out, come back and open the neck. Okay? Feeling the neck and that beautiful thing that holds the head to the body. And then with much love for this neck. Very gently. Yeah. Also being very aware of what the neck is to you. How beautiful this connection is between the body and the head. And breathing. Charastapara. Yeah. Good. Come forward. Big breath in as you breathe out. Drop the chin onto the chest. Let the back of the neck open. Now the head is here forward. You can see from the side. Just very gently moving the head, releasing the back of the neck, releasing tension, getting lost in your body, getting lost in the neck. Paying big attention to the back of your neck rather than politics, rather than the lockdown, rather than what you've got to do next. And you know, your partner said this and your family said that. No, just get lost in your neck. Cut them all off for a moment. Get lost in the cave of the yogi, which is the back of the neck. Come back to the center. This is your time, my friends. This is your time. Come over. In every lifetime, you've had time. Take this time right now. So the side of the neck is open. Just very gently. Feel your eternity as you breathe into the neck. Feel that. Yeah. What does that mean? It means just you're stopping time. You're stopping your thoughts. As soon as you stop your thoughts, guess what's there? Eternity. A timeless, endless, peaceful track. Come back to center. And you'll understand that. Big breath in, you breathe out, come over the other side. Good. Again, let that side of the neck open. It's like kids daydream. Why do you think they daydream? They're not daydreaming. They're just going inside. Getting lost in the body. Beautiful. It's the place to be. That's where we recover. It's also not just asana, this. It's a meditation. Because through the asana, you're entering dhyana. You're entering the meditation. Okay? It's a stillness, it's a peace. And everybody's freaking out. You're just still working through that. Come back to the center. Good. Okay. So we're going to now roll the head. And we can roll the head on its axis. Again, if you feel any pain or anything towards, stop. As soon as you feel that, the body's saying, I've had enough. Pay attention to that first. Okay? It doesn't matter what I'm saying. Or anybody for that. So I'm going to roll my head. I'll show you how that works. I'm going to just drop the head. Okay? Again, just breathing normally. I'm just going to roll it like this. Feeling every click, every movement, every glitch in my neck. I'm going to do that 3 times. Just releasing the head. And that releases us on a psychological level, actually, on a mental level. So much stuff is released when we do this. It's not just the physical. The physical is impacting on all the other worlds in your body. And again, 3 times in the opposite direction. Okay, so let's try that together. So take a nice deep breath. As you breathe out, drop the chin onto the chest. Cool. And then I want you just to roll the head. Yeah, gently. Just feel that. And real slowly feeling every movement. Yeah. Now, as you move the head, like this, also put a smile on your face. You don't have to look so miserable. And send that into the neck. Send that message into your neck. It's a protoplasmic response of the body to the emotionality that you choose. You have to be the determinant to that response of the body. Can you be a determinant, or are you just making the world a determinant? That's a real big question. I would say to you this: you rule. And unless you rule, someone else is going to do it for you, that's for sure. Good. Okay, so the same thing again. You start to go into a nice space, and then all the other thoughts crowd in. I want you to be aware of this multiple level, okay? Not just physical. I mean, in yoga, in where people learn yoga and teach it, they decompartmentalize into the physical, the subtle, the pranayama, all that. It's all compounding one with the other. It's all moving together. So become aware of all these movements, okay? So we're simply going to now work with the upper body, and I want you just to roll your shoulders. And breathe, real simple. I'm sure you've seen this a million times, not just in yoga, but other regimes, and then moving the opposite direction. Again, with praise, with love, with blessings for the shoulders that work. If you've worked shoulders that have not worked before, or you damage your shoulders, you'll know how precious just this movement is, okay? Just like that. Nice deep breath. Good. Okay, so we're going to work now with the shoulders, okay? So we're going to roll in the shoulders and releasing them. I'm going to ask you just to, if you can do that. Now, if that's difficult for you, it's perfectly fine to hold your shoulder like this, okay? Hold that. As you breathe out, come back to a point where you say, oh, that's enough. And then at that point, again, there's little micro movements, breathing into the shoulder, releasing it. You may want to not just move it this way, you may want to roll it. Just notice how the body is telling you. The body is speaking to you now. I mean, speaking to you more importantly than I am. I'm just giving you a little out of direction to this, to give you a clue to pay attention to the teacher inside of you. That great teacher that's always telling you, but we hardly ever listen. Okay? Come back to the center. And then just roll the shoulder. Okay? And roll it back again. Okay? Let's do the same with the other one. So again, hand on the shoulder, hold your elbow, or if you want, you can do this or that. Some people can't do that, so I just say that's perfectly fine. Some people like that, they think this is spiritual. This is just a spiritual. Everything's spiritual, by the way. Going to the toilet is spiritual. Okay? Actually, it can be really spiritual. It can be really an epiphany, wonderful moment. Hold here, okay? Big breath in. Can't believe you just said that. And as you breathe out, come right back to that point. Oh, yeah. That point, just little movements. Breathe into the shoulder. Yeah, you need to talk to the shoulder. I love you, baby. You're the one for me. Well, you say that to the other shoulder. No, I really mean it's you. You say that to all the shoulders. Yeah, well, yeah. And come back again, okay? Just roll the shoulders, release them. Like that, okay? Good. Okay, so we're going to now just allow yourselves just to open up. I'm going to bring my arms behind me. So I'm going to come forward. In this position, we're moving from side to side, like that. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm breathing easy. If you get a rush in the head, it feels a bit strange for you, just come up again, just let that settle, because this brings blood to the head again, to the upper body, which is meant to do, okay? But it's a lovely cleansing, and because what happens basically, because we're bipedal apes, okay, we stood on our back legs late in our evolution, and please God we evolved beyond this point, the blood collects from the waist down. So in order to bring that up, inversions, turning the body upside down will help, because that's what, animals who are four-legged, we were four-legged, it then collects from the waist downwards. So this is a way to kind of redistribute the blood, and you always feel good from that. One always does. So bring the hands behind you into lock, okay? Big breath. As you breathe out, come forward. And then very gently move. Yeah. Good. You breathe in that position, that's fine. Come back. And as you release, bring the arms up. Look up and smile. breathe deep. 1, 2, 3. You feel all the lats, rib cage, intercostal, lower back. Not like this. Like this. Smile. Okay? Really big smile. Good. Because in this moment, there is no lockdown. There's no restriction. There's no problem. That's just in the outer world. The inner world is free. Good. And bring your hands down behind you. Once again, big breath in. Come right round to that side again. Right to the point where you can't go any further at that point. Use your microphones. Come round to the front. A big breath in again. Wow. All the way around. Come around the front. And again, lift up the rib cage. Now from here, I want you, I'm bringing myself to the side, open that chest, lower back in. So again, can you see the manipulation of the lower back and breathing in? Good. Just once is enough. Well, you do it twice if you want. Again, roll the shoulders. Good. Okay, so we've had a spinal twist. Now we're going to add to the spinal twist, and then we're going to do another pranayama, okay? And why am I not doing all the pranayamas at the beginning and doing the asanas later on? Because I don't feel it that way, okay? As a yogi, I mix and match as I go along because it's the way I feel. So there's an inner dance going on, dance of Shiva. So if I don't recognize that, I'm out of step with it. I'm going with my head, which is bullshit. Okay, so I'm going to work with a spinal twist. But instead of just using a twist, I'm going to add a bandha. Bandha is a constraint. I'm going to really stimulate all my internal organs. I'm going to do that by literally letting the breath out of my lungs. So let me expose myself for you a little bit. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to breathe out. I'm going to empty the lungs. And when I breathe out, I'm simply going to go into a spinal twist. And when I go into spinal twist, I'm going to move. Let me show you first. So I'm going to breathe out like this. Lock the chin in, pull the belly in. That's the first thing. Okay, so that's the first thing. And then I'm going to go to spinal twist and I'll show you the micro movements. Very powerful. Give yourself a few months to recover. Okay, really get growth. Then you'll feel an equipose in your heart and your body. It'll be that again. Pull belly in. Really, everything changes. It's so powerful. Let's try that together, guys, okay? So sit up straight. You could be standing, I mean, if you want, but better if you sit, okay? So you can have to sit on a mat, you can sit on a chair, wherever you are. It doesn't matter. I used to do this in a hospital. It was great. And they said, what are you doing? None of your business. Okay, so let me show you how it works. Okay, here we go. So breath goes out like this. Chin is in, locked in. This is Jalandhara Bandha. We'll use Uddiyana Bandha. And breathe normally. Give yourself a chance. Blood comes back into the gut. So new blood is. So what you've done is you push the old blood out. Then new blood comes at a cellular level. Fabulous. That's how you feel refreshed because you are refreshed. It's new. Okay. And the internal organs never get dealt with really. We deal with the muscles all the time. We're just looking at. It's just basically vanity. We're just getting off on muscles and positions in the body. Oh, that's hard. You know, that's where it's. Come on, you're saying that, you know, if you've got a gut or you've got, you know, you're past a certain age, it's no good. Bullshit, okay? You're good for eternity whilst you're in this body. So here we go, my friends. And to honor the body, wherever it is, stop looking at the way it looks. Stop doing that. Okay, that's my message to you guys. Here we go. Breath out. Really in. Lord have mercy. Okay, try it one more time. Okay, you got the idea now? So breathe out. I mean, you can't get too high. And they still haven't been that illegal. Breath goes out. Belly in. Straighten the side again. Breath in. Let it calm down. So it now, if frustration comes in, you start becoming possessed by it. Take those arms again. With fist, bring the chin down and pump. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stoned. Stoned to the bone. Okay, cool. So you should be feeling kind of released now, okay? I'm going to show you one more pranayama in case you're not released, in case you need a little bit more. And this is an amazing pranayama. It will really raise the chi within you. And it will also give you a body lock, which will help you transcend, feel transcendent. So I'm going to just demonstrate it now. Okay, so I breathe in and bring my body back like this. So I'm breathing in through the mouth and the nose, or just through the nose if you like. I'm going to sit right on the edge of the seat. Okay, you can stand for this as well if you want to. So I'm going to be like this. And as I do, I make fists and come back. Now from here, I've got a full lungful of breath. And I'm going to throw the body forward and throw the breath out. So here I have no breath, okay? I'll breathe in. And again. And again. I'm going to do it 4 times. On the 4th time, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So if I expose myself to you again, I'm going to have to throw the breath out. And I take a little breath. I pull my belly in. My chin is down. And you can't see this because I'm not going to show you. But I squeeze my butt, okay? So I let the breath out, pull the belly in, and squeeze my back and hang on. When you release, get ready to trip. Okay, you ready for this? Okay, here we go. So let me show you the whole thing together with the lock, the Anubandha, Mula Bandha, the ankle lock, and Jalandhara Bandha, the neck lock. Don't worry about Sanskrit. It's just locks. You kind of lock. It's like, you know, you grip your ass when you fight, you know. Okay, so well, I do. So here we go. I'll show you the whole thing together. So I breathe in. And you know when I'm breathing out, I'm breathing all the tension, all the crap, all the stuff I don't like about my life. Just, you know, God, out. Out. Breathing in. Out. And again, all that. Now from here, chin down. Breathe in and breathe out. Squeeze the butts hard as you get. And release. Okay, we'll just do that together. Okay. So if you're watching this, you want to record this, so you have this as a note, you probably are already. So let me show that again. So here we go. And also use the psychological, not just physical. Use all the things that are bugging you, driving you nuts, and making you feel. There's plenty to put on right now for that. God knows. One more time. Breathe normally now. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Squeeze the butt, belly in, chin down, hold. And the arm, one more time? I think so. Okay, here we go. So, breath in. And out. Breath in. And out. Breath in. And out. Breath in. Breathe. Then breath out. Belly in. Head lock. Belly lock. Chin lock. Just for a moment, close your eyes and notice how it feels. Just close your eyes and notice how it feels. So this sets you up now. You should feel nice and released, and you should feel your upper body is feeling open. You may want to work with your lower body. Okay, so we'll just do a little thing for the legs. Okay, nothing very strenuous. I'm just going to ask you just to take a leg, any leg you like. Okay, and put it across your knee. Okay, real simple. So put your fingers between the toes. Okay, separate each toe with a finger. Okay, and just roll the foot. Just notice how you're sitting, and notice the foot, and roll in the opposite direction. And notice this foot. This foot has been there since you were born. It's taken on all your journeys. Wherever you've gone, moving in the opposite direction, the feet have taken you there. We don't pay a lot of attention to them. They're just there, aren't they? But actually, everywhere you've been, because of the feet. Okay? So just notice that. Okay. So that's just a nice rotation. Then take one hand, pull the toes up. So the underside of the foot is stretched. Tucking your lower back so you don't hurt the lower back. And then once you've got that tension, can you see I'm kind of pulling on those toes? Yeah. Again, these little micro moves. Just releasing the toes. They're as important as any other place in your body. Yeah. Yeah, but I want to do a backflip. Stand on one finger. Well, why? Okay. This is not about competition. This is about you becoming a yogi. You start to enter the gates of heaven, which is within. It's not without, it's within. That's why yogis have nothing to prove. If you've got something to prove, it ain't yogi you're doing, you know something else. Okay? Pull the toes down. Good. Again, just feel the fragrance of that moving up through your leg. Yeah, can feel it right up into my knee as I move my foot into this balletic movement. Just move that. Very, very simple. Okay. Then just move the foot. Yeah. That's it. And then we just stimulate the foot simply by going like this. Smack it, rub it down. 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 That's one done. Okay, let's try the other one. Here we go. And great if you go for runs, if you do anything like intense walking or whatever, just to release the legs and the lower legs, it's really erudite for the whole of the legs right up into the hips. Even just this very simple movement, okay? This is the beginning of it. You take the hand, you pull those toes up, you see? And then tucking the lower back, so you're not, because if you're not aware of the lower back, you sometimes bow the lower back. Tucking the lower hips, that's it. Just admire your feet. I think I need a little pedicure. No, they're lovely as they are. Accept them as they are. But the acceptance of yourself at any age, any weight, any shape is divine. The rest is just human. Okay? We've got to change it, all that sort of stuff. This, that. You know, I've been through all of that. Lots of people have. You come out the other side of it. Bullshit. And it is bullshit. You know, you can smell bullshit. It smells like bullshit. It's a stink to it. Okay? You release, and you take those toes and you pull them down, tucking the lower back. Yeah. You just keep looking at that foot. I love my foot. I adore my foot. I do. I know I'm clinically insane as well, probably, but anyway, I stand separate from those analyses. Here we are. We're just pulling that foot down, that beautiful balletic Brezhnev calf arch. Okay. Good. You can feel like going right up through the top of that leg, right into the knee. It's really extraordinary. All of that, all those tendons. Okay. Then again. Just walk the foot up. Okay. Fine. So again, just move the feet. All right, so you may want more of a stretch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the ground, and my sister Yvonne is going to help with this. So I'm going to sit on the floor here, probably just missing the other mat, which is perfectly fine. Oh, no, I can move it. Sure. So I'm just going to show you just something very simple for it, okay? So I just want to set this up because yoga, let me explain really the world of yoga. Asana was to help you in meditation, was to help you so the body feels thoroughly moved and open. And you can get as sophisticated and as extraordinary as you want with that. But it doesn't have to. So again, I'm just going to take the leg. I'm going to hold the ankle. I'm going to hold the knee. Okay? Like this. And you're going to move it. Move it in a circle. Real simple. Okay? Just like that. And again, look at the leg, how beautiful it is. Okay? Beautiful thing. It's really good. I had this woman in one of my Yogabeats sessions, and I was saying, do this with your leg. And then I didn't realize that it was an artificial leg, and then she took it off and held it over her head. She said, "Isn't it beautiful?" Freaked me out. Anyway, Ellie Zabaroni, if you're listening or watching, big ups to them. So then at this point, shake the leg. So you come in right tight. You see, I'm bringing it in with micro movements. Shake and release. Okay? Okay. And then you may want to just hold big toe. You give it a little stretch. From here, right at that point, just wherever you feel that tension. Okay. Again, release, breathe, and again. Just that way. Okay. and place it down. Just release it. Be gentle. Doesn't have to be heavy. Doesn't have to be extreme. If you're getting off on an extreme trip, it's just an extreme trip. The main thing is that you enjoy an extreme trip, and if you're not enjoying it, get off it, because the body remembers. See, if you hurt the body, it remembers long after you've forgotten. The body remembers long after you've forgotten. So if you start to mess with the body like I did when I was younger, it remembers, and then you kind of damage, and the damage goes deep into the body. So again, I'm right here, okay? At that point, just move here. And there's an internal appreciation of this body, of this leg. This leg has carried you all through your life. Wherever you've been, it's this leg, man. I mean, it's this leg, or the other one, you know, they're both in there, okay? So lots of love to the body, lots of appreciation. This is the God you want to worship. This is the guru you're supposed to find, not some person outside of you with a funny head scarf on them or whatever. Just this internal stuff, okay? Okay, good. So once you've got that, because can you, right at that point when you're shaking, those are the micro-movements. Okay? And then again, holding. Okay, so I'm right at that point. Just lifting. Right down to you. Just moving that. Yeah, you see. I may want to hold the toes like this. You can do that as well. And at that point, just move the movements, okay? I love you, man. Okay. Let's move the hips. Okay. Now, just to release the lower back, real simple. So if I come forward like this, I'm going to hold. You see my lower back, and bring my hands behind like this. Okay. Simple as anything. And this is maybe all you want to do in the morning. You may just want to do this. This will open up your body. This will open up your prana, the life force, in an upward. It doesn't close it down, it lifts it open. So always extensions open your energy. Flexions close it down. So you may want to do flexions at night before you go to bed. Close your energy down if you got a lot of energy like I have. So you hold your hips like this. Breathe. Yeah. Now you can see the chest is out. And there. Release. That's glorious. Now, take the hands behind you. Re-hold your hips. Okay, so because they slip sometimes, hands. So again, take a nice deep breath, my friends. Lift up and then. Bring your head forward. Yeah. Okay, so you can feel that. Should we try it one more time? Yes, let's try it one more time. Okay, good. So lift. Yeah, really stretch that chest out. Lower back. Bring it forward. Oh, I know, you can lift your legs. Oh. Okay, so lift the legs up and down. Just to stimulate the abdomen a little bit. I don't know, we're going to do that. Oh, why not? Okay, then bring them down again. Release. So there's tension when you release. Again, move. Micro moves, just releasing. So it's releasing positionality. Okay, movement, releasing positionality. Okay, so again, hold the lower back. So you're going in an extension before you lift. It's very important to go into an extension before you lift. And then lift on the extension. And then you can, make little circles and do all of that stuff. Yeah. Okay, breathing. Or just whatever you want to do with your leg, okay? Up and down. Okay? And you too can have a rock hard six packs. Okay, so you got that going, okay? Once again, lift it open like that. And then extend and just open up the body. Line, hang on. Yeah. Move the hips like that. Releasing. Okay, so that's just a lovely, simple release. Bring your knees up to your chest. Hug your knees in. Good. I'm going to do one more thing. I know I'm not supposed to do it, but I really want to show you. So, like this, with my knees bent, I'm going to raise my abdomen. Like so. Bring my hands underneath you. Like this. Okay. Now the hips are up in the air. Just roll like this. That's nice to begin with. And then up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Again. Now, once you've got that up there, just release it, okay? Take a deep breath, and once again, lift up, okay? Lift up one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come down. Again, release the hips, okay? Very important release. Again, lift up. 1, 2, 3. Coming down. Move the hips. Coming down. Yeah. You can repeat that 3 or 4 times, whatever feels right. Move the hips. Again, stretch out the whole of the body with love, with good feelings inside you. Don't be thinking of anything else. The body will lead you. In. And then you can just, you can just lay to one side, or you can get up, whatever you need to rest. But all the time, keep acknowledging the body. Okay, so I'm going to sit back on my seat again. The body should feel sufficiently open now, and you should be ready for something nice and still. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So, okay. So this is my seat. We're going to do a thing called Nada Brahma. So Nada Brahma is a very, very simple, beautiful, still meditation. And I'm just going to show you. Some of you already know this. But every time I do it, I would get something new out of it. So I was thinking, should I do this? Yeah, I'm going to do this because it's eternally renewable. Every time you do it, it's like the first time because it's always bringing up new stuff for you. And again, it's very important in this time where the media are going nuts and everybody's going, have you heard this? And oh God, what's happening? And people are in panic. And if there's one thing that I know which is bad for your health, panic and fear. And if there's a way of an oasis to come out of panic and fear, you can teach this to your families and to your friends. This meditation will ask nothing of you except slow movement. And in that slow movement, all that discombobulation, all those problems have to go. They have no room, okay? It's a very wonderful meditation. And I didn't really realize the worth of this meditation until I got caught up in the Bosnian War. Then I saw how powerful this was. Before, it wasn't so particular. So it's always done with the eyes half open, half closed. So you need to half open the eyes. It's Nada Brahma, it means the sound of Brahma. And behind all the things that are going on in life, there's the sound of you, it's the self. And in this meditation, you'll catch that. And that's what's so wonderful. So, what I do is I close my eyes, I take a deep breath, and I make sure my back is secure because I've just been doing a little bit of physical yoga. So, I'll be a little bit, maybe my body's a little tight. I like to feel a little tight. Don't have anything, so you don't have to think consciously like you're doing your body up. So sit back, sit in the chair, sit in the couch, wherever it is. I'd rather you did that than sit cross-legged in full lotus on the floor. Because your body's going to get tired and you need to have it supported. All right. So I'm sitting there and I put my hands like this. I take a breath and just drop my shoulders. Move my head, just release it. And I become aware of my breath coming in through, and I imagine the breath coming in through the belly, going up the backbone and out through my nose. I imagine the breath coming in through the belly, up the backbone, out through my nose. You don't have to imagine that way, but it's a nice way of just enrolling the bottom end of your body, okay? Let me show you this movement that we're going to do. And it's very simple, but I'm going to show it to you fast or quickly. And then we're going to show it to you how it should be done, which is really, really slowly. The slower you move, the more you're going to feel this. this, okay? So again, the eyes are half open, half closed. Let me explain why we do that. It's because when the eyes are fully open, the brain becomes very active. When your eyes are like this, you become sleepy. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you wake up like that, unless you've had an injection of caffeine or something, or I don't know what you do. You never wake up like this, unless you're frightened and startled, and then you go to overdrive. So being like this will calm your brain down, which is really nice with what's going on these days. And all you can see is your hands. So let me show you the movement. I'm going to do this quite quickly. You're going to come up, and you may want to do this with me. So why don't you do that with me? Put your hands like this. That's it. And raise the hands up to the chest level. Okay, with the palms up. And you can see that. So the chest level, and then move the hands out. And then down. So I'd say about a foot out. You come down. You come in again, like this. Right into the belly and up. You're watching that movement. And out again. And down. We'll do that 3 times. So that was 2 times, okay? And then we'll turn the hands around like this. We'll raise the hands. Slow as you can. I'm going real fast. It should be real slow. It should be about this slow. This is the pace. And come in. So you can barely see the movement. Barely see the movement. Okay. We'll do that 3 times. So we start lifting up. So the idea is lifting up toxicity out of the belly, lower belly, out, down, in, up, out, down. So do this with me. So lift up. We're doing this faster. Out, down, then in, okay, up to the chest, out, down. Then you turn the hands around. Hands come up. Again, the eyes are half open, half closed. In and down. And out. Up. In. Down. And out. Up. In and down. Okay, so the idea is you're taking all toxicity out of the body, okay, out of the lower chakras, you're bringing light in, okay? So we're going to do all of that. We'll do it together. You can keep looking at me as we're doing this, okay? And I'll instruct you. So I want you to do it. We'll start with our eyes closed, and then we'll start. Then we'll open the eyes halfway so we just see the hands, okay? So it's really slow, and the more slow, the better it is. I want to dedicate this meditation to Danny up in Alec, who just recently died. Dear brother of mine, I love him so much. And he is just in my heart, my love. And he loved this meditation, so it's to you, Danny. Okay, so just close your eyes, guys. Okay, so close your eyes. Feel the lovely stillness inside of you. Your back is supported by the chair. Breath going in through your lower belly, going up the backbone, out through your nose. You're aware of the breath coming in through the belly, going up the backbone, out through your nose. Your hands up, the palms up. You're just breathing and feeling the stillness inside of yourself. Very still, very easy. You may have some nice easy music on if you want. Maybe outside, listening to the birds. There's definitely an inner stillness. There's an inner sound. Not of Brahma, the sound of Brahma, the sound of creation itself. So I'd like you to half open your eyes. The eyes are half open, half closed. You can just see your hands, just not see them. You're not going to move them now, but you know you are going to move them. So just look at them for a moment. Just notice how your body feels. You may want to adjust it. That's fine. Take a deep breath and sink down deeper into your body. All the tension and worry of this world roll out to sea like someone cut your head off and it rolled out with the high tide into the horizon. I can see my head rolling out to the horizon now. That's it. Not a care, no worry. Not a care, no worry. You're a yogi. You're timeless. You're eternal. You've always been here. You always will. Nothing can stop you. You're awesome. You're immense. You're wonderful. Now you start to experience that shining soul that lives and cannot be denied, for it is life itself. The bodies come and go, but you are always there. So look at the hands with the eyes half open, half closed. You're about to lift it, so just very slowly lift. If you see any movement, you're going too fast. We're just going to do this twice, my friends, in both directions, just twice. So make it slow. The hands are coming out the body. Up the body. Feel it. The body's breathing naturally by itself. Maybe some of the movements are a little fast. Just notice that. It doesn't matter. Don't criticize yourself. There's no need for criticism. Coming out. The arms out. Watch the hands. How beautiful. How the muscles. At least try. At least try. Blessed muscles. Blessed. Blessed, blessed. Charasana. Coming down. Feel how the body is really crushed down. Once again, my friends, eyes are half closed, half open. Keep the eyes half open, half closed. You just see the hands. See that slow movement. Lifting up the chest. And out again. Watch that. Watch that slow movement. And again, coming down. This is the last time you should do this. I mean, when you're on your own doing this again, you can do this as many times as you like, but always repeat in the opposite direction. So we're going to do that in the opposite direction. We're going to simply and slowly turn the hands with the palms down. This is bringing light into the lower body. So bring your hands up again, real slowly. Rise them up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Good. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And in. And then as again, just notice that slowness, that feeling, that stillness. Here. Just do what you can. We'll do that one more time, my friends. The eyes are half open, half closed. Remember, you have all the time in the world. This is a timeless experience. It's not governed by time and the rules of humans. You're coming outside of the rules of humans. Isn't that nice to get outside the rules of humans? Just wants to escape that bullshit. Wonderful. This is to enter nirvana, paradise, wherever you are. There's a stillness inside of ourselves that defies all the scripture, goes beyond all understanding. Beyond all understanding. The kingdom of heaven is within. Christ said that, and he was right. He was so fucking right. Coming down. Mm-hmm. Kingdom of heaven is within. Nirvana, the promised land. Shangri-La. Shangri-La. So twice. And then just allow the shoulders to relax. You feel wonderful. Now, you want to feel even more wonderful. Send that beautiful feeling as a gift to all the people you know. Send it to your loved ones, your family. Send this feeling you got right now to your family and your friends. Send it to your children. Because you got it now, you can feel it. You're experiencing it for yourself. Send it to yourself for when you were a little girl or a little boy. Send it for yourself when you were damaged and fucked up and twisted and hurt by other people. Send it. Put it around yourself. Know you are wonderful. And you're still here. Send it to all the people who right now are trying to control all of us. Send it to them because they need love too. Love is the one thing that stops everybody in their tracks. Okay. Send it to the planet, to the great Mother Earth. We are literally bacteria on her skin. Send it to the great planet herself. She's in pain now. Send it to Gaia. Okay. Always appreciate. If I tell you to appreciate, it's just an idea. But when you feel this experience of stillness and joy and love, it's real easy. Real easy. Just like an apple tree. Doesn't care who takes the apples. It's just there to give. Just give. Good. And as you sit there, one last thing, my friends. One last thing. You're in this lovely space now. I want you to imagine that right now a child enters the room. This child is aged about, I don't know, 3 or 4. Little toddler. Funny little toddler walks in. You just about walk. He walks over to where you are right now. Beautiful little child. You wonder who it is. And it places its hands on your knee. Looks up into your face. This little chubby little child. Okay. Looks up at you. You look down into these beautiful eyes, these big eyes full of wonderment and innocence and love. And for a while you wonder who that is. Then of course you understand. It's yourself. It's yourself before all of this world crashed in on you. Before all the fear crashed in. Before all the rules and regulations. Before all the times in school when you were 7 years old or just thereabouts. They programmed you with what you should be, what you could be, what you need to be, and all that rubbish. I mean, a lot of it is just how to get on in the world, and that's perfectly fine, but they never asked you, what are your dreams? What do you want? They don't ask the child. But the child is always there. And at any time in our life, the child will come back. Be allowed. So see that child and send love to the child. Bless the child. The child comes and sits on your knee, looks in your face. Put the child in your heart. Let the child dissolve into your heart. And promise the child you'll never let it go again. That the child from now on is in charge. Why? Because the child is the wisdom of life. The child is life itself. We throw that child out. That is the earth. That is Gaia. The child is nature. It is the beauty of life. We throw it out because we just live in a world of politics and human design. And that's not our nature. We start to become aliens to our own nature. Put the child back in. Start to reconnect with the birds, the elementals, the earth herself, and the dance of life. It's so sweet, so beautiful. She needs you now more than ever. The child needs you now more than ever. You need the child. As soon as a child is in, we become young again. We become happy again. We take our pleasure in simple, small things. We don't need to be sophisticated. We don't need to go to Acapulco or wherever. We can just be locked in by this society and find the peace within. And that, my friends, will liberate everyone. For the peace is within. The kingdom of heaven is within. Get tripped out on that. Nobody can take that from not a person. Never has been in history and never will be. That's why they put all those wonderful masters. They ran them out of town. Okay? I don't know. Crucified them, did what they like. But the truth lives on. It lives on in you. That's what yoga is really about. You get that? Try it just once a day. That's going to change your life. It'll change your society. It'll change your families. And when we come out of this lockdown, we'll be a more beautiful species. We'll have high regard for the world and the ecology. Why? Because it's politically correct? No, it's got nothing to do with politics. We feel it here. Okay? Everyone's our brothers and sisters. Everyone is our love. Okay? Even the people who've lost their way. So I want to thank you all with great love. And I want you to know also that there's this eagle. And one wing is the feminine. And the other wing is the male. And when we learn to fly with both of those wings, the great bird of humanity soars. But we learn to fly with both. Feminine and the male. As a male, I live with my feminine. Okay? As a woman, bring in your male. We're androgynous. We're beautiful. We're children. That's why you see all the enlightened beings. They're children. If you see anybody who's serious, you met something that is not real. It's just a projection. Okay? Ego projection. So you'll notice the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, all these people are childish. They're up for joy. Simple as that, okay? So make it simple. Keep it simple. Smile at the sky. Just love your food. Love each other. I'll see you soon. Namaste.